Leggio gets things started. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It'll be Vavel. He'll take it just inside the 15, back to the 25, finds a little bit of space, gets the 50. How about this for a start? Vavel down to the 30, the 20 to 10, gone! Touchdown Bombers! Vavel does it again! Vavel has burst onto the scene this season here in Winnipeg. Oh! Castillo blows it wide, and now that will be brought towards. Ball pops out. Winnipeg's on it. Also 3 return touchdowns so far this year. They're going to drive this one low. Takes a bounce. Will be picked up and brought back up the near sideline. Little bit of room here for Moxie, and he'll be forced out just inside the 45. And now we can settle in and see a quarterback in this football game, and it's Bo Levi Mitchell. Trying to put together a 4th consecutive victory here for his Ticats. They will start it on the ground, up just shy of the 50. Let's take a look at the Hamilton offense. He hung 137 yards on the Bombers a couple of weeks ago in week 15. 2nd and 5 from the 49. Back to Bell, and he's wrapped up and taken down. Wilson at his own 35. Does Vavel have another one in him? He waits. And now he'll slide over to his left and take it at the 10. This time they'll wrap him up and take him down to look after the football. Something we'll discuss as we work our way through the game today. They'll take Brady Oliveira out to the left. Zach looked in that direction. There's a flag as he runs out to his right. On the run, turns it out just outside the 20 before he's tripped down, but there was a flag.
And we'll pull the ball down, start to scramble.
Ed Major with the Ojibwe to get us started. They'll hand it off. Brady Oliveira, big collision as he rolls over Verasuk on the play. 100-yard games in his career. Empty this time for Collaros. 3 to the left, 3 to the right. Throws down the field over the middle. Drops it in there, and that'll be a first down for the Bombers. From the Winnipeg 38. Back to Brady again. Spins it ahead. Takes it outside the 40. And Winnipeg 2nd and 5 from their own 43. Into the middle of this defense again, and that'll be pushed ahead. He's out of Mississippi. Gets a chance to step in for Peters today. Another quick hitter, this time to Dembski. And Collaros has the Bombers marching already early in this one with a 6-0 lead. Strong start to the game for Collaros in his return. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks down the field, throws down the field! Got it! What a catch! What a throw! Dylan Mitchell! Touchdown Bombers! His first with Winnipeg! Castillo missed the one earlier. And this one, he sneaks through. Winnipeg goes on top. 13-0. What a start.
Nice throw. Great play by Dylan Mitchell, right through the hands of Amos for the touchdown.
Wooden will take this inside his own 10, and he returns it to the 30. 13 early in this one. Bell clears out to the left. That's where Bo's going to throw. Drops it in there at the 35, takes it up to the 40. There's 17 sacks for this Winnipeg defense. That's last in the league. That'll be pushed ahead to the next guy to go. Lawler in the slot down to the right of Bo. They'll hand it off. And Greg Bell takes it out for that Winnipeg defense on Bell. They'll send 4 here. Bo gets it away. And that'll be a first down as he goes to Shamar Bridges. For a response drive here early. Near sideline. Mitchell drops it in there. And Kenny Lawler gets involved for the first time today, working against Emmanuel Houston. They'll hand it off. Big push ahead. Leatre takes it down inside the 40. For Mitchell. 3 options out to his right. Looks in that direction. Nothing there. Looks to the left. Throws to the left. And that is broken up. Trying to find Lawler. He's hit 21 in a row. This is from straight away. To get Hamilton on the board, that is up, and it is wide right. Vavel will bring it out again, trying to find the the sideline. He'll eventually be contained and hammered down by Brian Cole, but a rare miss.
They're +9, I believe, first in the Canadian Football League. They've got to protect the football to win today.
Ticats have scored 98 points off turnovers this year. That is 22 more than anyone else in the league. Straight up the middle. Eventually they'll pull it down. That'll be a first down for the Bombers. Brady Oliveira stuffed as he tried to take this up the middle.
His easy tackle from the linebackers the last one.
A throwing down here for Zach, right over the middle, back into the hands of Mitchell.
Nice catch by Mitchell, because you know you're going to make a catch and get hit.
Mitchell with over a 90% catch rate so far. Back to him again. Tackle made by Walton, getting the start at corner. Look at move the sticks. This time they're going to roll him to the right, looking to throw, and he finds Dembski. Dembski down inside the 40 as Winnipeg mixes it up a little bit and gets a big chunk instead of just the inches that they needed.
Play calling there on 2nd and 1, taking a shot.
Polaris. Brady Oliveira's got it, turns it up, first down, Winnipeg again.
Defensive back, they're not going to be able to switch off.
Strevler again, this time no messing around, right up the middle, first down Winnipeg.
And that's the beauty of having Brady Oliveira, a guy who catches the ball so well.
In this football game, he'll have 3 options out to his left. He's going to look down the field, thought about the end zone, sends it in that direction, got it!
Of players and Mike, the coach, so it's not just in Winnipeg, we're taking the CFL to the north. Incredible, thank you so much for this, both of you, thank you.
What an incredible day for those 1,000 kids in attendance. They'll never forget this one. We'll have Brady Oliveira in behind him. Dembski in the slot over to his right. Looks to his left. Dumps it off to Brady. Too high. Incomplete. First incompletion of the day of 22 from inside 40. So he's been automatic in these situations so far this year. And he is again as he puts it through. And early in the second quarter, Winnipeg on top by 16.
Very competitive games.
Mitchell steps up, dumps it off. Litre pushing it ahead. Close to a first down.
Taking the quick throw.
Dolagala, second in inches. And the big fella just lunges ahead to pick up the first down.
And making plays. And like you said, ball in his hand at the end of the game.
From his own 52, a ton of time. Now he's going to scramble a bit out to his right. Can't find anything. Finally, his running back, Greg Bell, here in Winnipeg. Bomber crowd trying to get behind his defense. Mitchell trying to get through the defense. And he finds Smith on the far sideline, and that'll be a first down. Dad's work from the Winnipeg 46. Bombers just sent 3, now a 4th. Mitchell down the field, looking for Lawler. Not this time. Double covered.
Great recovery speed, great anticipation, make the play.
Mitchell dumps it off to Bell. Gets away from a tackle. Looking for the first down. Got it. Dives ahead inside the 35, and Greg Bell
into a huge play.
Mitchell with time. End zone shot. Far side. Incomplete again. Looking for Lawler.
That guy should have had more touchdowns every season. I didn't take a shot at that since I was his OC.
This snap bobbled, sitting there. And Bell saves on. Constantinu to hold. And that kick is up. It's got the line. Does it have the leg? Off the upright and in. Oh, just enough for Leggio. Winnipeg up by 13. Will have the ball on their 40 after the field goal. They'll hand it off to Brady Oliveira. Can't really find a way through that defense, but still picks up 4 yards on the first down carry. 3 to the left, 3 to the right. Looks to the right, throws to the right quickly to Dembski on second down. Dembski tackled from behind, but the push is enough. 3rd catch of the game for Dembski. Now Oliveira right up the middle, finds some space, finds a first down inside the Hamilton 45.
First in the CFL run game.
Untouched for 10 yards. Zach throwing this time, finds Stearns. Stearns breaking a couple of tackles, or at least bringing them along for the ride, and he's down to the 30. Ticats are going to bring a little bit of heat this time, and it's there to stop Brady essentially at a little bit from this group. Collaros, pump fake on the run. He's in trouble, gets it away down the field, throws it out of bounds.
Walks to
38-yard attempt for Castillo, and that one is up, and he knocks it through. 19-3 to make those. Like, wow, how did he not get that one? It seems weird. Here's Bo, far side. There's a flag as this is caught. Brought ahead by Smith. Takes it out on the other side of the 55, but Willie Jefferson is waving. That one's coming back. Drops him back 10 along 1st and 20 here for Bo Levi. A ton of time, nothing. Now he's going to take off and a little slide with Wilson. Lost a yard on the last play, 2nd and 21. Puts it into the hands of Chernowski, who takes it out just beyond the 40. Coming up at halftime, and he waits for this one again. Constantino hangs this one way up there. Bavel couldn't get there, and that'll bounce out of bounds just outside the 35. Gonna be flags here. One of the Winnipeg receivers definitely came across the line early. Dembski will come in to protect for Collaros. Collaros in trouble, has to throw it away. Brady Oliveira watching it, lands in front of him.
Forces a quick throw by Zach. A lot of different looks on that Rolodex Zach Blair's talking about.
Gamis machine, low driving kick. Bounces at the 31. Wooden will take it. Flag flies as he makes a couple of nice moves. Takes it back to the 35. Ticats offense backed up from their own 10. Just over 2 to work. They'll start it on the ground with Bell. What a burst. Takes it out. Stays on his feet all the way just shy of the 40. 30-yard pickup for Bell. Back to him again. Found some more space and another first down for the Ticats.
In the box.
Empty for Mitchell here. Down the field, finds Smith inside the 40. And a Ticats offense that has been stuck in neutral for the entire first half finally comes alive. Mitchell 8 of 12 for 94 yards. 90 seconds on the clock, 2nd quarter. Winnipeg will bring Tony Jones up the middle. That gets picked up. Mitchell gets it away. Finds Smith, who's pushed out of bounds. Wants to throw. He will throw towards the end zone. Too much. Trying to find the former Bomber, Brandon O'Leary-Orange. Bolagala, 3rd and inches. Gets about 3 yards and takes it down. Ticks down to a minute. Back in the belly of Bell. Finds some space. Takes it down inside the 15. Oh, has he come alive? Mitchell looks to his right. Throws back to O'Leary-Orange, and he's stopped just shy. Slot to his left. Kenny Lawler one-on-one against Lawson Jr. at the top of your screen. Bo gonna take off. Wrapped up and taken down by fellow veteran Willie Jefferson. Mitchell looking to find the end zone for the first time today. Smith will slide over the slot to his right. Bo looks to his left. Bo throws to his left. Deflected and incomplete. A flag at the end of the play from the far side of the field. Castillo boots it away. We're underway here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. It'll come down to Wooden. Wooden trying to find a little bit of space. Cuts it back. There's a flag on the far side of the field as he's tracked down eventually from behind, right at midfield. To climb in the 2nd half. Mitchell throwing, finds Litre, and Litre will push it out close to the 20. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll give it to Bell, pushes it out close to the 25.
The linebackers are there.
Bombers sent 3 on the 2nd and 4, now a 4th. There's White. White broke 1 tackle, stays on his feet, and eventually be taken down just outside the 35. Decent start for Hamilton on this drive. White and Lawler to the bottom of your screen. They'll hand it off. Good tackle made on the play by Woodbay. Up to the wide side right. That's where they're going to go. Catch is made, not a first down. Defense can find a way to get the stop. They'll hand it off to Bell. Bell trying to push ahead. This is close. Keeps this early second half drive alive for the Ticats. From their own 47, Mitchell, now a deep shot, down the field, looking for Lawler, broken up! Houston finished the job, knocked it out of his hands, when it looked like Kenny may have done the unthinkable again.
By Houston getting his hands up and inside.
Sold out crowd, 12 straight of Princess Audio, and one last! Mitchell, taken down!
Earlier, the pass rush would get there, great rush by Boggers. His 4th sack of the season. Leads his football team.
Argue. Hand it off to Brady. Stays on his feet after a little trip coming through the line.
How to defeat teams.
Back to Brady again, trying to find 3 more. He's got it. First down, Winnipeg. Game like that, doesn't it? Back to Brady again. A little bit of a stumble. Still got at least 3 yards. So far on this one, he'll stand in to the right of Collaros here. 2nd and 7. Ticats show heat. Now they bring the heat. Collaros on the run, dumps it off, finds Brady, and now Brady's got a little bit of room. Takes it up to the 50. Still going. There's a flag. It's going to come back, I think, at midfield. Brady's still going. Down inside the 10. How they not wrap him up? Still a first down on their own 40. Dembski turns outside the 50. First down, Winnipeg. This time fakes it to Brady, has time, down the field, drops it in there on the far side for Wilson. Wilson down to the 5, looking for the end zone! Touchdown, Winnipeg! Chris Strevler trying to push ahead, looking for the end zone, got it! Touchdown, Winnipeg! They get there anyway. 6th rushing touchdown of the year for Strevler. Castillo puts another point through, and it's 26-3. Looking to continue that trend here this afternoon. Wooden will take it on the 11. Wooden running into some trouble just outside the 30. Outstanding so far in this one. They'll send 3 here. Bow near side finds Bell. Hauls it in, and it'll be 2nd and manageable after the short pickup. In all 3 of those games is Greg Bell. Mitchell, far side. Keandre Smith wrapped up and taken down by Lawson. Catches on the season for Smith coming into this one. Now they'll go back to Bell. Can he find a way through to the 2nd level? Winnipeg will stand him up after he got about 5 yards. Mitchell from the pocket. Lays it out there, and that is broken up by Nichols as he tried to find O'Leary Orange. And Dietrich Nichols had another idea. Punt this year. Hangs this one up there. Vavel will slide over. Takes it cleanly at the 10. Made 1-man miss and will get wrapped up and taken down. Dembski, the only player with more receptions today. There's another one for Dembski as they'll throw it ahead to him. Driven back heavily at the end of the play. Brady stands into the right of Zach. Collaros down the field. Dembski limited space, and he finds him inside the 40 before he's taken down by Katsatonis. That one 46 to Dembski. Found Mitchell for 44. Found Wilson for 56. And now he's going to look for a big chunk again. Too much juice this time. Trying to find Stearns, working against Amos. 500 on the year. They sit at 7 and 7. Collaros finds Brady. Bit of a screen set up, and Brady will take it down inside the 20 for a Winnipeg first down. For Winnipeg, 59% on the year coming into this game in there. It'll be empty for Collaros. Rolls to his right, looking down the field, guns it in there. Flag flies.
Of your quarterback.
Strevler again, touchdown Winnipeg. As they finish off the drive in the hands of number 17. Castillo pushes it up to a 30-point lead for the Bombers. The kick from Castillo. Gordon takes it just outside the 5. Spin move to the 30, and that's where he will be stopped in his tracks. Mitchell's 15 of 23, just 149 yards. All the time in the world here. Checks it down to Bell, and Bell will get about a yard working against Woodbay. Mitchell, near side, Tim White. He's wrapped up and taken down, and that'll be a 3rd down and about 4. 4 options out to the left for Bow. Goes over the middle, finds Lawler at midfield. Lawler broke one tackle and spins his way down to the 50 before he's taken down. This time in the belly of Bell. And he'll take it down to the Winnipeg. Lawler at the bottom of your screen. Mitchell looks to his left, throws to his left, finds Bridges. Now Smith will slide in to protect for Bow. Bow looks, wants an end zone shot, lays it out there, trying to find Kenny. 2nd down, they still need 10. Mitchell lays it out there, a little high, but it's hauled in by Smith. Rated that 1st down marker. Houston and Woodbay on the tackle. Inside the red zone, they're 64% on the year. Dumps it off to Smith again at the 15, cuts it back, looking for the 10. Will be stopped short. Evan Holm managed to hang on to him. Haven't finished the drive all afternoon. Mitchell, end zone, wide open, and he misses Tim White. Hamilton out of the end zone again. It'll be an empty look for Mitchell. 4 to the left. Throws, batted down. Bombers defense denies again. 38th of his career. Bo has 9 300-yard games this season. He's just at 212. Handed off to Brady Oliveira. This is usually Brady Oliveira time here. Less than 10 in the 4th quarter with a big lead. 2nd year out of Buffalo. 2nd and 10 for Galaris. They'll give it to Brady. Brady trying to rumble it ahead, and oh, he is close. Strebler doesn't need much. And he's got it. That'll keep Winnipeg's offense. 1st and 10 on the Winnipeg 23. Hand it off to Brady. See Strebler hustle ahead to try to get a block in there as well.
So I want to show you something that
Galaris back in here, 2nd and 5, throwing down. And he finds a nice window. Perfect pass into the hands of Ontario Wilson. And Wilson takes it out to the Ticats side of the field. He'll trot up to the top of your screen on a 1st and 10. And they'll get it to Dembski. Dembski held on to and thrown down on the play by Hubert. Got 7 yards. 3 more to Brady, right up the middle. Takes it down inside for Dembski. Had 9 in one game earlier this year. Handed off to Brady. Takes it down inside the 30. Gang tackled there. On pace for a 1,000-yard season on the ground. Rankin. Strebler here on the 2nd and short. Hands it off to Brady, who rumbles it down inside the 20.
I said it earlier, that's an amazing stat. Be the 1st time in his career.
Strebler fakes the toss, takes it himself down inside the 10, and another 1st down for Winnipeg. 1st and goal for the Bombers. Less than 2 to go from the 8-yard line. Strebler fakes the handoff, keeps it, looking for the end zone, and he's there. A hat trick on the day for Strebler. This time from 8 yards out. And Winnipeg loving this beatdown of the Ticats.
Strebler uses his legs as they close on Brady. He runs in for the easy touchdown.
Powell into the game. He's had just a couple of touches all year. Hands it off to Johnny Augustine. As his second team get a little bit of run here for the Ticats.
You know, finding a role that fits him is going to help them down the stretch.
Hand it off to Augustine again. Runs out of room. Let's take another look at those standings.
Home playoff game. You know, winning games comes to them winning the turnover margin plus one turnover margin too. They win the football game. Consistent once again.
Here's Powell. A little bit too much for Ternowski. Powell far side looking for Bridges. Winnipeg. Powell bouncing around the pocket. They'll just take a slide. One other time this season the Ticats had less than 10 points in a game. 4-5 here against the West after this one.
Yeah, for the Ticats, you know, won 6 games to start the season.
Team, the Ticats, they lost 2, then won 6, lost 3, and then won 3. Loss here, and they'll try to.
Rest in peace, Ted Gavaya brought a lot of players when he went to Hamilton. The other, he sees value in guys that he believes can help his football team.
O'Leary Orange again. And that is going to do it. An absolute beatdown from the Bombers against the first place Ticats out east. Is Winnipeg back? Who knows?
Zach Collaros, 20 of 25, 80%, 370 yards, 0.